Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live right now on an international broadcast, broadcasting to all four corners of the world. My name is Darren Little, also known online as the MLM Superhero, and I have with me today seven-figure sales trainer Tony Cohen from New York, and we're going to be talking a little bit about how to completely automate your business. Now, there's so many people out there right now. They work full-time jobs. They maybe have 1, 2, 3 kids. Between breakfast, lunch, dinner, pickups, drop-offs, ballet, karate class, soccer, football, it can really be an overwhelming thing to not only run the family, but also where are you going to come up with the time in order to be able to run a business besides that. Okay, so it's not necessarily people's budget that they don't have, it's the time factor. So welcome to the call, Tony Cohen.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yep, absolutely. So Tony, maybe you can just share with us, because I know that you know, you're a serial entrepreneur like myself. I know that you have multiple projects, multiple businesses, everything from fitness and training and martial arts to real estate transactions, all sorts of things that you're working on as an entrepreneur. What was your first impression when you saw some of the marketing and whatnot on social media? Tell us a little bit about how this all came about for you.
For me, what I've been for the year is trial. It's less work for me. It takes care of itself. And no matter what, it appears that I just yeah. So even though I end up spending on Facebook or on a call, so that really appeals. And I do know now my business, I get so much interest, I lose because of follow-up, automation, Google. So you know, I was unwanted.
Okay, so for some reason your audio is coming out muffled right now. For some reason, maybe try getting closer to the screen or something.
Is that any?
That sounds a little bit better. Yeah.
Hang on, I'll put the.
Okay, so you know, one of the things that I just want to share with people here is that the iPass 2 system that we're going to be talking about, guys, this is designed for people that work. Oh, she says there's a bad echo. We had Sonia Davis said there's a bad echo coming from you. No problem. Yeah, maybe just hit your mute there for while we're chatting. So, guys, what I want for you to understand here is that this particular system has been designed for people that work full-time jobs that really don't have a lot of time. So what I was looking for, because what I do, and every time I roll out any company, I do what's called test marketing. And I'm going to show you a little bit of a presentation here to give you an idea behind the scenes so that you can really get a clear understanding about the system, really how easy it is, and get into the mindset of a marketer. So I'm going to just share my screen here right now. Okay. Okay, guys, so this particular webinar is called Automation Mastery, and it's really all about building a business while having a life. Now, this is a screenshot of my back office. I just launched this business a month and a half ago. So this is starting a business from a complete flat start, guys. I do test marketing to show people exactly what I do so that they can implement a similar strategy. So last month, you can see here in my back office, $8,748.30. Last week, over $4,100. And then when I took this screen capture, which was a couple of days ago, that particular day, guys, one day, I made over $3,000 for that particular day. So have no fear, the MLM superhero is here. Once again, my name is Darren Little from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, also known online as the MLM superhero. And guys, I want to break this down so you can see how simple this really is. So if you stick around to the end of this presentation, I'm going to give you a $297 free bonus just for showing up, because they say that 80% of success is really just about showing up, guys, and I always like to reward the people that take action, that just show up to get some more information. So stick around to the end. This particular seminar will get you so focused, so on track, so on purpose, that when you start into 2015, you will have such a crystal clear focus as to where you want to take your business and take your life. Whether or not you're involved with us or not, it doesn't matter. This works for every single area of your life. Now, one thing that I'm going to tell you guys as a serial entrepreneur, that business is 95% mindset. And it really gets down to, what do you believe to be true for you? What do you believe about your business? What do you believe whether or not your business is going to move into momentum or not? Now, this is really key, because this right here truly is the hardest part that you will ever have to do as an entrepreneur, is mastering your own personal thoughts, your own words, and your own emotions. Okay, so your thoughts, your words, and your emotions. Now, in the event that you can do that, that's when you start to master your bank account. So I always tell my students to be very, very aware of your own personal self-talk. Because here's the facts, guys. This is just the reality that you're going to have to overcome. 0.1% of people in the entire industry, this comes directly from the Direct Sellers Association, earn more than $400 a month. Now, you can either believe that to be true for you, or you can believe what I believe. I believe every time I roll out a business, I'm going to move into momentum. I believe that every time I launch any affiliate program, that I'm going to be profitable my first month. That's what I believe to be true, and that's what happens every single time. So what if, guys, what if you started to ask yourself these questions instead? What if everybody that you talk to wanted to join your business? What if your phone was ringing off the hook with incoming calls? This is what I say to myself. This is why I end up getting these type of results, because this is what's going on in my mind all the time. You know, what if leaders were calling me from all four corners of the world? What if I could recruit new reps in minutes? What if money was flowing to me in avalanches of abundance? What if I could create a $10,000 monthly residual income within a 90-day period of time? Now, every time I roll out a new company, a new affiliate program, guys, this is what's going through my mind. I draw a line in the sand and I accept it as truth. There's no other possibilities. There's no other way. This is what's going to happen, and that's exactly what happens. Now, this is 43 days from a complete flat start. And my case study that I did here, I wanted to show people that you don't have to invest massive amounts of time into a business, but you do need to have a budget. It's a marketing budget, okay? So from a residual income standpoint, this is recurring monthly revenue. In the 43 days, I did 128 sales in the 43 days, and it's generated just under a $2,200 monthly residual income. Okay, now that's in addition to the 8,700 that you saw earlier. This is recurring monthly income that's coming in. Now, the iPass system, guys, is a fast track. It's like the shortcut that will help you to explain how to make money on the internet. And then the Empower Network products are what we upsell. That gives you a blog. It shows you how to brand yourself as a leader, how to create content, use social media, Google Hangouts, videos, all sorts of different marketing strategies. But I wanted to see if I could do it all on automation, okay? So here's what happened. I started off on this path, and I believed that I would become in the top 10 of the company within a short period of time, within a 90-day period of time. I didn't realize it would happen so fast. But this gets back to, what do you believe? What is your intention for your business? Now, my intention going in was that I'm going to be in the top 10 people in the company for this particular period of time. So in a month and a half, from hundreds of thousands of people, I rose up into the top 10. Now, how could that possibly be, guys? How could I start this business from a complete flat start and all on automation, get into the top 10? This is how I did it. First, what I did was what's called test marketing. Now, this particular results that I'm showing here is just on another affiliate program. It's not about the product. It's not about what it is. It's about how many eyeballs, how many qualified buyers are you getting to watch a video. That's it, right? And you can buy those qualified buyers. You could buy 300 qualified buyers, or 500, or 1,000, or 2,000 qualified buyers to go to a page, a lead capture page, to opt in to watch a video. Now, keep in mind, not everybody's going to opt in, guys. But let's say that it was, 20% or 40% of those people that were qualified, they were looking to make money, went to a page. Now, you can see here on this test market that over the course of this first 2 weeks on this particular affiliate program, I only made a couple of sales, guys. But all this period of time, I was taking massive action. And by the third week, it's always the third week, that's when I broke inertia. Now, look at the jump. So it went from, 129, up over 1,000, and then it jumped up to over 1,500, then 2,300, 2,700, 4,300, or 4,500, and it totaled 12,361. Now, that was within a 2-month period of time on that particular rollout. But I want to show you these numbers so that you can understand testing a campaign and then breaking inertia, and then what happens when you break the inertia, right? So this is how simple automation really truly is. And I want to break this down so that you can really get a clear idea of what's called a marketing funnel. So when you pour water into a little funnel like this, it's big at the top and it siphons down, and it's small down at the bottom. So you start off with a lead capture page. You want to be able to get that person's information so that you can, over time, build a relationship with that person, build rapport with that person, and offer value. What do people want to see? They want to see results. They want to know that they can do it too. So you start off with a lead capture page, and you just send people to that lead capture page that you can purchase. Now, what happens next? Those people now are going to go directly to a 7-day, $7 trial. And once that time is up, they're going to either decide that they want to keep it or not, right? Now, if they decide that they're going to keep it, that's going to start to create your monthly residual income. Okay, now as they're going through that funnel in the videos, they're going to get an opportunity to buy a product called 6-figure shortcuts. Now, in the event that they buy that, that's going to create more front-end revenue. Now, just that section alone is going to start to pay for your marketing and advertising budget. So you're literally building your list of prospects for free. So I want you to understand that any business that rolls out, if you look at Coca-Cola, or you look at IBM, or you look at Facebook, or you look at, General Motors, they all have a marketing and advertising budget. So when you start a business, your first chunk of money is going to go into your little bit of marketing, but the system itself is going to start to pay that back just from the trials and just from the shortcuts. Now, here's what's really great about this, guys, and this is really what closed me on doing this, is I paid $97 a month to have their coaches call all of these people. Now, this is really cool because this is like I've got my own staff. So, and it's not like I'm paying them hourly. I pay $97 a month to have their people from iPass call all the people that have taken the 7-day trial and watched the 5 introductory videos, and they're now going to do the work that I would normally be doing. Very, very cool. Okay, so there's going to be a number of training products that will teach any entrepreneur. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a lawyer, accountant, a retail outlet. It doesn't matter if you're a dog walker, a babysitter. It doesn't matter what kind of business that you are in. These training products will get you educated on how to become a top marketer. And they're the best training products that are out there currently. Now, obviously, I wanted to be able to capitalize the most on the system because I followed the formula of the 7-figure income earners. So what did they say to do? They said, do you want to start having $3,000 days? And I said, yes, I do. So I bought the black card right here, which was $3,995. And during the first 43 days, guys, the very first 43 days, I've already had 2 days where I've made over $3,000 for a single day. Now, guys, here's what I will tell you. It's all about what you believe to be true. Because when I bought that product, I already saw myself having $3,000 days. I visualized it in my head that I was going to have $3,000 days. And I would be at the car wash, and I would be waiting for my car to get washed, and I would get an email through my phone saying, congratulations, you've just made a $3,000 commission. And I can tell you, when that happens for you, it's completely life-changing. That's called automation. Now, what did I do? What was my participation in having that $3,000 day? I bought some traffic, and I sent it to the lead capture page. That's it. I didn't phone the person. I didn't harass my friends and family. All I did was I bought some traffic, I sent it to the lead capture page, and I posted my results on social media. That's all. Now, here's a sort of another visual for you, because this is something that I developed for a training program called Boomerang Sponsoring. And I developed this because people have either seen a boomerang or they've thrown a boomerang at one point in time, and they know that they can stand in one spot, throw the boomerang, it will loop around, and all they do is they just reach out and they catch it. Now, this right here in this circle is all the different types of marketing and advertising that you may decide to use. It's almost like a smorgasbord or a menu. Now, keep in mind, I don't do all of these strategies. For this particular test marketing campaign, I only used social media and I used paid traffic. So I used 2 strategies. That was it to get the results that I've done, because I wanted to show people that it could really be automated, that you don't have to spend hours and hours every single day. If you have qualified buyers, you send them to the lead capture page, the system does the rest for you. So all of those possible forms of marketing are going to take a person into a lead capture page. That's going to get you their information, their email. Now, the old way to sort of do things, guys, I will tell you, coming from, you know, having my own blog, which is kind of a hub where I can provide valuable content. So if somebody asks me a question, I don't have to keep on re-explaining it over and over and over. I do a video and I post it on my blog. Well, if somebody goes to my blog, I would typically give away something of value for free, right? I gave away a copy of my book to just show people how to fast track their path. Then I would have to build rapport with them over time, and then eventually invite them to a webinar like this where I can give them more value and then tell them more about what I'm doing. The iPass system goes directly into a $7 7-day trial. Keep in mind, that's going to become $47 a month for your residual income. Then it's going to upsell them into the 6-figure shortcuts. Then they're going to get a call from the iPass coach. Then they're going to be talked to about their vision, their dream, and, you know, either the Pro, Silver, Gold, or Black package. Then the autoresponder is going to do all of the follow-ups. These are pre-written. All you've got to do is load the campaign into your autoresponder, and it will follow up for you. That means you don't have to sit by your computer and type in every single email to every person. Once that series is loaded into that autoresponder, the moment that person opts in, they get a welcome email. Maybe the next day or 2 days later, they get another testimonial. They get another email from you. Plus, you can build rapport with those people over time and then lasso them back around and offer more value. Now, once you teach the other people how to do this simple process, you start to receive commissions and pass-ups from people on your team. And guys, that's called leverage. That's true duplication. So you can leverage yourself through video. You can leverage yourself through a Google Hangout. You can leverage yourself through social media or press releases or blogs. Once you have something that works without you, you now have leverage. Once you have new team members that are also rolling out a campaign, you've got leverage. So this is a great little diagram because you'll be able to see this in your mind to realize how real simple this is. There's different types of marketing that you're going to learn. You're going to pick one or two from what you feel most comfortable with and send that traffic to the lead capture page. That's it, okay? So here's my actual results from my first traffic spend. So now this would be me showcasing my results. So it says yabba dabba doo, it's official. My underground marketing campaign that I've been rolling out the past few days has been a huge success. In fact, it's my very first profitable paid marketing campaign online that I've ever done, ever. Not kidding. What's even better was that it was completely automated. That means I didn't do a single Facebook chat, not a single conference call, not one 3-way call. I didn't do any blogging, no press releases. Heck, I didn't even pick up my phone. Honestly, I feel like David Wood right about now. Now, David Wood owns the Empower Network, and you know he actually works a very, very similar strategy, except he does a lot of blogging. That's the thing that he's become very good at, and he does social media. And he's created a huge following by building his list, and then he brings people to a webinar like this and gives them more value. So these were my actual test market results. So I spent $560 in traffic. I generated 228 leads, right? I did 23 sales. I brought on 14 new team members. And at that point, my revenue was profitable. So I put in 560, I generated some revenue, and it generated 583. Now, after this campaign was completely done, it generated a total of about $750. So what did I do, guys? I continued to reinvest my income back into the business. So I took $700 and I got 1,000 qualified buyers to go to the page. What ended up happening? I ended up having a $3,000 day, right? So I took a portion of the profits again. I took $1,400. I put it back in, and now I got 2,000 buyers, and boom, I got my income up to 9,000 and a $2,100 monthly residual income. So what did I do then? I just bought another 1,000 qualified buyers to go to see the page. That's called breaking inertia. So a lot of people will go, oh, look, I made some money, and they'll go out for dinner, and they'll go, take a vacation. I don't do that. What I want to do is I want my business into momentum. I want to break inertia so that I've cloned myself and I've got forward momentum, and then I start to decrease that amount that I'm putting back in marketing and advertising, right? Plus I'm now working with a team, so I'm leveraging off of the team. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, what I had done for this particular campaign is something called piggyback marketing. So I piggybacked off of the Flintstones. So at the bottom it says, Wilma, call Betty and Barney Rubble. We're going out for some T-Rex steaks and jungle juice. Message me if you have a budget, but you have no time to run a business. And this particular message had a cartoon character with Fred Flintstone saying, yabba dabba doo, right? That's called piggyback marketing. It's another one of the strategies that I teach regarding social media. Now, guys, this is something that if you want to start to separate yourself, if you want to set yourself apart from the rest of the people, you can do what's called a custom lead capture page. There's outsourcing sites like Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, where you can have people do graphics like this for very, very cheap, very affordable, and even if you've got zero technical abilities at all, there are people that you can just hire to get the job done for you. So don't think that just because you don't have any technical skills that you can't do anything like this. You've got to start to think like a CEO, right? Use the Henry Ford model. If there's something that you're not talented or skilled at, just hire somebody that can get the job done for you and be able to leverage the iPass system to do the rest of the work. Okay, so what I want to explain to you guys is that the Empower Network products, we call them the profit maximizers, that company launched a couple of years ago. So I've already test marketed all of these products. So that's the total that the profit maximizers have generated over the last few years, and now we've finished doing the test marketing of the iPass system, so the test marketing section is officially done. So what I typically like to do is I call it taking a hit for the team. I'm the one that will go out, I will do all of the research, I'll do all the campaigns, I'll run all the marketing to see if it will work, and if it will work, that's when I start to promote it. So in my first stage of rolling out the campaign, you'll notice that I just called it my underground marketing campaign. That was it. As it started to perform, that's when I start to announce the company name, that it was iPass 2 and that it was the Empower Network product. So I want you to know that the test marketing section of this has already been completed. It's like I went out and did all of that for everybody. Okay, this is the strategy that if you want to get a following in anything, okay, it's really, really simple. So we have training products, and you're going to pick a strategy, and you're going to learn something. In this case, I learned about automation. I learned about paid traffic, okay? So I learned the strategy, which was really me just going to a page and deciding how many qualified buyers that I wanted. And hitting pay now. That was as simple as it was. So I learned about the strategy, I implemented the strategy, and then what did I do? I shared my results, okay? Learn, implement, and then share. This is how you get a following, guys. Doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you learned how to generate a certain amount of leads using social media, or a certain number of leads using video, or how to get your phone ringing off the hook with incoming phone calls. You learn the strategy, you implement it, and once you share your results, you have an audience, right? So we put out a couple of banners yesterday saying that we were doing this particular webinar, And now we have an audience of people that want to come and find out what we did. Okay? This is how that you will become what's called the attractor factor. This is how you get your phone ringing with incoming phone calls, because people start to see you as a leader, somebody that's providing value to the marketplace. Now, I'm talking about industry-wide, guys, not just for your team. I'm talking about you learn a strategy, it's industry-wide. You implement it, you share those results for everybody, okay? And that's really what it means to become a leader. So here's what I did. Here's how I've, in multiple times, guys, multiple affiliate programs, created a 6-figure yearly income within a 30-day period of time. That means over $8,300 a month, okay, from scratch. So first thing that you need is you need something to sell that's going to pay high commissions, okay? Now, in this particular case, I can make up to $3,000 commissions when somebody purchases the system. It needs to be affordable. That means a low entry price that has upselling along the way. Now, preferably it should be between $7 and $25, okay? But it should be under $60 if you want the most amount of people to come in and purchase something. Now, what I call that is I call it under the radar. Now, what do I mean by under the radar? That means that if you have a husband and wife, the husband or the wife will just pull out their credit card without getting the other person's approval. So $7 to $60 is what I call under the radar. It's not going to create any red flags or any arguments between a couple because it's not a lot of money, right? The guys might go out for some beers and dinner, and the guy spends $60, or maybe the woman goes out with her girlfriends and she spends $60 on dinner. So if you're between $7 and $60, you're under the radar, and you've got what's called mass market and mass appeal. So it's a lot easier to get into cash flow. People need to be able to become profitable in their very first 30 days if they take massive action. Okay, now it's very important that you understand this. And if they can get control of their thoughts, words, and emotions, because you will be your worst enemy as an entrepreneur. I can tell you that, okay? You will be your worst enemy of your thoughts, your words, and your emotions of what do you believe to be true for you. Now, I wanted to make the most amount of money with the least amount of effort in the shortest period of time possible, so it's important that there was upsells to higher ticket commission items after those first stages happened. Now, the corporate videos that were provided needed to be able to convert on their own. Now, what do I mean by that? That means that without me talking to somebody, without me having any type of conversation, without me picking up the phone, without me saying, what did you like best about what you saw, without doing anything, none of my involvement whatsoever, just getting qualified buyers to watch a video, it needed to convert on its own. Now, I will tell you that my very first social media share that I put out was that I was at an Oriental lunch. I was having beef and broccoli, and I was sipping on some Chinese tea, and my phone started going off like a slot machine, and during lunch, I made $75. Now, it wasn't a big income story. It wasn't that I made 50 grand or 100,000 or I made $1 million. I made $75 at lunch, completely automated, while I was having my lunch, okay? Now, from that post, I generated about 18 incoming inquiries. Now, if people say, hey, Darren, I saw your post. How exactly does that work? What would I say? Watch this video, okay? So, once again, it has to be automated. It has to be a situation where I don't have to explain it, where the video is going to do all the work for me and convert on its own. Very important. Convert on its own without me. Now, there needed to be marketing training provided that would help people to learn new skills. This is imperative, guys. So important, because everybody's going to have what's right for them. Okay, now here's an example. Let's say that you said, Darren, what's your secret? And I say, oh, you got to learn how to do video. I mean, if you want to be a millionaire in this industry, you got to be able to do video. And you go, well, I don't know how, I'm not good in video. Well, I guess I can't do it then. right? Now, it's very important that you get this. This is a smorgasbord of training where you are going to be able to pick what's right for you. Is social media right for you? Is paid traffic right for you? You know, maybe press releases are right for you. Maybe Craigslist. It all depends on you and what do you feel most comfortable with and what's your budget that you're working with, okay? Because those are key factors. So these are the exact steps that I took, guys, exactly step by step. So the first thing that I did was I got the iPass-2 system and I got my autoresponder where I could load the emails so that they're going to be sent out on their own without me, okay? That all of this stuff is completely automated. What did I do next? I got the Black Card membership because I followed the 7-figure mentors that showed me how to make $3,000 a day. So I set myself up for success. Keep in mind, we're now a month and a half in. I've already had 2 days where I've made over $3,000. So by me following their mentoring, I got the results, right? That's why I tell people the importance of having a mentor. Step 3 was I purchased some paid traffic. Now, what is paid traffic? Paid traffic is just qualified buyers. Those are people that have expressed interest in wanting to be able to make money from home, or they want to be able to get a supplementary income of some sort. Qualified buyers. They've either bought something in the past or they've opted in because they're interested in buying something now. Okay, now if you go to mysuperherotraffic.com, you can see the variety of different options. You might want 300 qualified buyers or 500 or 800 or 1,000, right? So depending on what your budget is, I started with $560. I think you can start with $210 even. I started with $560. I got a little bit of results. I put the money back in. I got a little bit more results. I put the money back in. I got a little bit bigger results and then bigger results. And now I'm into some momentum. Then what did I do? I reported my results on social media. Now keep in mind, a lot of the stories were small, guys. After my $75 lunch story, the next day, my story was that I made $108 at lunch. And that evening, while I was doing a little Google Hangout like this for another one of the affiliate programs that I market, I made $88 while I was doing something else. That means that day, the second day, I made $196, right? So what did I do? I reported my results on social media. Remember, learn a strategy, implement the strategy, share your results. So I shared them on social media. Then what do I do is I continue to send out an email showcasing updated results and providing more value. This would be an example of providing more value so that people can really understand the simplicity of this. You're just getting qualified buyers to go to a lead capture page. A percentage of them are going to opt in, and the system's going to do the rest of the selling for you. Now, in the event that you have their coaches, they're going to actually follow up like you've got paid staff, guys. And quite honestly, if I was paying somebody to do that full time, I might have to pay them $5,000 or $6,000 a month, right? Through iPass for $97, they're going to do all of the follow-up for me. So it's like I have a paid staff person working full time for $97 a month. Phenomenal, phenomenal deal. Then what do? Is I show other people how to duplicate the results that I've had, just with this simple little step-by-step formula like we've done here. So once again, mysuperherotraffic.com, that's where I purchased my own traffic. That's where my team is getting their traffic from as well. It's working for us really, really well. And they're now starting to have results and posting their results, just like the formula that I did, on social media. And what's interesting is to watch them now advance. You know, there's two people in particular, and normally, guys, I'll tell you what, it's people that throw their hat over the wall and say, you know what, I am doing this. And when I talk to them, you can tell by their self-talk right in what they type to me. I can tell that they're going on the right path just from how committed and determined that they are, that they're going to make this work for themselves and they're going to create freedom. Now, here's the bonus that I was telling you about, unstoppable vision. Guys, if you go through, it's maybe about a 90-minute webinar, there's so much value that you will get in this particular webinar, darrenlittle.com/unstoppable, and it will really get you on track and on purpose for 2015 coming out of the gate. Right now until about the second week of January, just so you know, is the best time in the home-based business industry. Now, why is that? Because we're coming to the end of the year and people are realizing, holy cow, like I didn't really get the things done that I really wanted to this year. What am I going to do for next year? People right now are on the hunt, guys. They're searching. They're searching. They're in transition. We're going into new year. And a lot of them are reaching what's called a breaking point, right? Where they're saying, enough's enough. I got to find a way. I got to be able to change my life. So from now until the second week of January, this is one of the hottest times to be rolling out your business and moving yourself into momentum. So get back to the person that invited you to this particular webinar and, you know, tell them that you're ready to get started. I mean, we are just having incredible results right now with the program. Tony, maybe you can just share with me here, how have you been making out? Because you've only been working this now for a couple of days. Tell us what's happened for you.
Well, with tech, I'm useless. So fortunately, all the trading's in the back office. In my first 24 hours, I got paid 3 times, and I didn't do anything. Just send the link out. Video. That was it. That's the video. That was it. No phone calls. Nothing.
You know, Tony, I know that I want to just, maybe you can just wrap up here with some closing thoughts, you know, really about the 7-figure mindset. What does a person have to do to be able to come right out of the gate, like you have, and within their first 24 hours, move their business into cash flow? What's different about your mindset and my mindset than other people out there that start a business and do not get traction? Talk to us about the 7-figure mindset here.
The first time I was hitting 7 figures a year was by accident. I wasn't counting the numbers. Started a business. Learnt it. Showed people. They went and did it. And just literally 8 weeks, I was 30,000 a week within 8 weeks from zero. So every time I look at a business, I've got to look at it and say, there is a 7-figure income here. Otherwise, I'm not interested. If I can't see 7 figures a year in the first year, it's not for me. You know what? There's lots of people out there that are looking for 5 figures, 6 figures, and let them all scramble around and do all the whatever they're doing and compete with each other. It's, you know, it's the same as my as you refer to it, martial arts training. I charge more than double what anyone else charges. I'm letting everyone else compete against each other. I know my worth. It's my mindset. This is what I'm worth. This is what my time is. This is what I'm doing. If I can't make 7 figures in the first year, straight off the bat, I'm out. I don't want anything to do with it. And it's just going in expecting to earn 7 figures a year. Just expecting it. Doesn't matter what it is. Am I always right? No. Am I right sometimes? Yes. Am I enjoying what I'm doing? My biggest challenge, as most people, is time. So the challenge I have with time is every time I get something going, and as you said, I've got a few things going. I'm like, there's plates in the air. I'm doing this. A phone call goes on this. My phone literally goes into meltdown all the time. And it's like, right, I'm trying to do less. I end up doing more, even though some of the things are partially online. Whereas this is literally, what's this thing you're doing? Yeah, watch the video. Done. I'm out. You know, if the video does everything, I can just leave it. So, you know, for me, I mean, was yesterday or the day before, I was ignoring my phone, and I think I sent you a text saying, I'll be diplomatic about this. What's going on? Because I thought someone was bothering me with text calls, and the phone's going like ping, ping, ping. And I look at it, and I didn't know this. You got paid on this, you got paid on this, you got paid on this. Really? Damn, I'm going to turn my phone on silent. Just like, but I love that. But I've never had that in my life. You know, normally I might get an email, and I don't have the push email thing, so I check them twice a day. But when the phone's going, I'm like trying to do something. I'm going, I wish these people wouldn't bother me. I had no clue that you get these text notifications saying you got paid. And I pick up the phone going like, who's bothering me? Huh? Oh, another one. Oh, okay. And that was that. So, you know what? It's like Vegas in here some days. Just turn it on silent, leave it alone. If I got to sit, you know, my goal is obviously to be down south for the weather. So if that phone is sat on a beach going ping, 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 ping all day long to the point where it annoys people, guess what's going to happen? Why is your phone so busy? Oh, yeah, have a look at the video. No brainer. So the seven-figure mindset is, it's easier to have once you've done it, I'll be honest with you. But my challenge to most people is very simple. There's loads of people who earn 6 figures a year. That's normal. There's not as many earn 7. But my question is, do you know anyone on the planet that earns 7 figures a year? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. How much does Gates earn a year? How much does Buffett? How much does LeBron earn a year? How much does David Beckham earn a year? Oh, yeah, there's loads of guys. Yeah, but they're all what? They're all learn something and share it. So that's all we do. That's it. I'm going to mute myself and let you get back on.
Okay, guys. So, you know, here's what I can tell you. You know, as an entrepreneur, okay, I don't take any gambles, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, I don't take gambles when it comes to this stuff. I test, I tweak, I test, and I share. Okay, so I've gone through that. Okay, so I've tested the profit maximizers for over 2 years. It's generated $127,000. I've just tested the iPass system for a month and a half, almost $9,000 in the first 30 days. 2 days, guys. 2 days already. 2 days over $3,000 for the day, without picking up the phone, without doing conference calls, no three-way calls, no Facebook chat. I'm talking straight automation. Now, what would happen now if I decide I'm going to ramp that up? I'm going to now scale up my campaign, but I've got team members now as well that are scaling up their campaigns. Now, keep in mind, when you have a team growing, they're going to start to send you what are called pass-up commissions. Number 1, number 3, number 5, and every 5th sale that they do after that comes up to you. So I want you to imagine, what if you had even 50 people, 100 people? I mean, you can see that the type of $560, I brought in 14 new team members. So what if over time, let's say that you had 50 people? That means that each first sale that they do is like you went and did it yourself. Each third sale is like you went and did it yourself, and they did it, right? Each 5th sale is like you went out and did more, and those people are sending you more commissions. This is powerful, and I can tell you that having been in this industry for over 25 years, this type of what's called a pass-up system, quite honestly, is my favorite type of marketing plan. You know, out of binary, out of stair-step breakaways, unilevels, because when you have a team of people, when you, on the front end, when you share the information like what we have today, you're going to benefit on their launch, right? So of course you as a leader want to share all your secrets. I don't hold anything back here, guys. Somebody says, Darren, how do you get to the breakthrough? Watch this video. What do I do? What do I got to do to get really focused on my goals and my dreams? Watch this video. What do I do to clean up my subconscious mind? Listen to this audio every day. So all the secrets, guys, everything that we have, open slate that we give you so that you can get to your personal breakthrough to take your life to the next level. So guys, you've got Darren Little here from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada with the MLM Superheroes. Get back to the person that invited you to this call. Take action. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dream. Get emotionally connected to your dream, guys. If there's anything that I can tell you about being successful as an entrepreneur, get so emotionally connected to your dream that you can literally taste it, touch it, feel it like it's real right now for you. And all that has to happen is the timeline has to catch up. So you've got Darren Little here from Vancouver with Tony Cohen from New York. And have a great day. We look forward to working with you real soon. All the best.